This is the iCAUR 03. You've already seen a few on the road, you've seen his bigger brother on the road, but this is the all-wheel drive 03. 03. Why is it called the 03? It's just a name. Why is it called iCAUR? Don't ask me, ask the company. It's a very interesting name, it's a new brand, it's from China, it's very progressive, and they want to make a mark. Because why? They got this chunky, boxy, four-door, off-road electric vehicle. Yes, full electric. Off-road vehicle, full electric. This is what they are offering to Malaysians. Now you've got some reasonably big luggage space at the back. You got something at the bottom here. But what's more important is this is a lifestyle vehicle. Now, a lot of companies like to use the word lifestyle very loosely. Oh, my car is lifestyle, my SUV is lifestyle. This is really lifestyle because why? You can actually go off-road. You actually have off-road gear. You have off-road capabilities in the software, and it is an off-road vehicle in real life because why? It's been taken off-road, it's been tested off-road. Now, whether or not you will take this vehicle off-road, that's up to you. But remember, it's electric powered, it's battery powered. So if you go off-road on the off-beaten track, you can't bring along a portable charger. That's the only thing I want to remind you. So think about it. Can you really go hardcore off-road? Maybe not, but you still have the capability to go into the wild within distance. But let's talk about the overall design. So you see the badge here, IWD, that means it's intelligent all-wheel drive. I want to highlight a few little features on the exterior of the car. Some would say it's a spare tire holder, but you know, a tire means it's round. But this is actually a container for you to keep stuff in. And why do they have it? Because it gives you that off-road rugged feel. But it's quite interesting, right? And then you come along the side here, you got these chunky fenders. You got this flush door handles. Here you got protective gear because you are going to go off-road. And it's not body color, it's flat black. Comes all around here. The iCAUR logo. Streamlined lights. And again, it follows through. Now, as you get into the vehicle, you realize that it's quite plush. It is not cheap and cheerful. This is a plush vehicle. And I'm going to say this simply because the price is surprisingly low. Surprisingly low for what you get in this car. Yes, electric cars at the time were coming in at a very aggressive pricing, but this price is just too aggressive for an all-wheel drive electric car. And I'll share the price with you in a little while, but more than that, I want to share with you some of the specs of this car, which is very, very important for you to know. It measures 4,406 mm in length, 1,910 mm in width, 1,715 mm in height, with a generous, very generous 2,715 mm wheelbase. Now, this iBox design is very unusual simply because short overhangs at both ends, delivering 28 degrees of approach angle and 32 degrees departure angle, which makes it gradable up to 55 degrees. Now, what is powering this vehicle? It's got a 4-layer IPX8 battery armor system to make sure that nothing is damaged underneath when you go off-road, so that battery is well protected. Now, that battery delivers 184 PS and 220 Newton meters of torque. Now, in all-wheel drive version, it'll give you 279 PS and 385 Newton meters. That means it's a dual motor setup. So the first one is the single motor setup. The second one with the higher power, 279 and 385, that's the dual motor setup. Now the two-wheel drive model, which is not this, of course, will give you a decent, very decent 426 kilometers of driving range. Now the all-wheel drive variant, which is this one, remember all-wheel drive, it's heavier, it has to move more metal. Now that will give you 418 kilometers of driving range. Not too bad, is it? So you know the size and dimensions of this vehicle, but let me show it to you. I left the seat, this nice plush seat in its original position. Look, I've got enough leg room here. I've got nice headrest, enough place. And if I had someone else in the middle, I can use my charging ports. I got aircon vents. I've got this full length panoramic roof with a sliding cover, very important. You see how hot it is today. Without a sliding cover, you can feel the heat on the glass. This is very hot. So having the sliding cover is very important, but we don't need it now. Of course, this is the high-spec all-wheel drive version. Now a third person comes in, again, no problem. So 1, 2, 3 at the back, it's wide enough, it's got enough room. That's the beauty of these new design cars. They make it boxy for a reason, so that you're comfortable inside with a lot of people. Getting to the front, equally comfortable. The ride height is not too bad, even though it's a four-wheel drive, because you got very good departure and approach angle. To open and close the door is press a button here. I'm going to put the window down. Oh, I mustn't forget Infinity sound system. Pretty decent. Go to the showroom and try it out. So I'm going to shut the door. Mr. Cameraman is going to come on the inside and I'll show you. I just have to press the button here and the door opens. Nice little feature, nice little thing to talk about when people ask you, hey, what car is this? Hey, my car. Press button, open and close door. Selling point, selling point. So, you got the chunky looks, you got great off-road capability, you got, in the four-wheel drive, almost 418 kilometers of driving distance. You've got a battery pack that is protected underneath, very well protected, so that you can actually go off-road, designed for that. But what about from behind the steering wheel? Let's get in the car and have a look. So to get this car going, you get in, it starts up, as long as the key is in your pocket. If you look over here, your gear shifter is here, like in the modern electric cars. The signal stock is here. Very simple steering wheel function here. Rotary knobs, but only 2. Everything else is in the screen. Everything else in the large screen. We'll go into that later. You got a shelf here. You got a huge shelf bottom here. Here's where you charge your phones. Here is where you put your little stuff. And to go, you just press on the brakes, D, and this rather sporty flat top, flat bottom steering wheel. It's quite easy to maneuver. You will notice that this steering wheel is very similar to what you find in a very popular French car brand that has been selling SUVs in Malaysia. They have a very similar design steering wheel, but they came out first. But this one feels a bit more better. I think they improved on it. So immediately you get very good pickup because it's battery powered. Torque is almost instant. Climbing hills, not a problem. Very good viewpoints all around because that square boxy design, upright. Glass area is wide enough for you to see all the edges. The screen edge is below the windscreen bottom, so nice clear view. Big chunky side view mirrors, big sun visors which you need, and when it lights up it's quite nice. It says all road. That means you know you're driving the all-wheel drive version. Now we want to get into some of the features that are inside this amazing screen. Why I say amazing screen? There are a lot of features inside here. Let's go through it right now. Number 1, you got the off-road function and also the right. You got slippery, you got beach, you got muddy, you got bumpy, you got eco, which you were in. Then you got normal, you got sport, of course, to give you even more power. You got custom, you got all-road. So they've put in so many features into this car. It's just amazing what you can do with it, and it's all software driven. So what drives this big screen? Now it's a 15.6-inch full HD touchscreen powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon 8155 processor. That's very impressive. Complemented by a intuitive 9.2-inch digital instrument cluster for all your driving information. Now this is sitting very nicely and neatly inside here, so it's very clear for the driver. That's why the steering is designed this way, easy for them to see. Now, you've got ventilated seats for both sides, only in the I-wheel drive, which is this one, the all-wheel drive. Now earlier we mentioned about the boot offering. Now that's 450 liters, not that great, but when you put the seats down, 1,238. I still think it's good enough for the average family. And This car is backed by some very good after-sales program. Now I'll tell you this, complete peace of mind ownership. Buyers enjoy 7 years or 150,000 kilometers vehicle warranty alongside an 8-year, 160,000 kilometer battery and drive unit warranty. This is what you need to make sure this car doesn't give you any problems for your ownership. Now, pricing wise, this is the best part. The two-wheel drive version, okay, is priced at 119,800. But then you just add 10,000 ringgit at 129,800. You get all this and more. And why wouldn't you pay that extra 10,000 ringgit? At 129,000, you get all-wheel drive, you get ventilated seats, you get this wonderful big panoramic roof, and you get a bit more power and handling when you want it. So go into a showroom, take it for a test drive, and then you'll understand why is it that we're having quite a bit of fun, as you can see, exploiting this iCAUR 03 all-wheel drive vehicle.